right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Woo, it's February. How do you actually say February? Is it February or February? February, right?
Yeah, there's an R in there, right?
There's an R in there. February.
I
February.
think the R is optional.
You know, we got to discuss this. I want to know.
The R is
Okay, I don't care. I want to know. What is it?
I think the R is optional. I'm just gonna say it's optional.
It's optional?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a silent R.
Somebody needs to chat GP. Chris, you need to AI this question. What is the proper way to say February? February. But anyway, that's what it is. It's February, my friends. You know, we've got the first month out of the way. We are heading toward the end of the year. Kristen's excited. She's already ready to bring the Christmas stuff back out. I know she is. That's how she operates. So we got to get moving, my friends. We don't have a lot of time left. I'm not going to do my percentage thing until Wednesdays. I do it on Wednesdays. That's when I tell us, what our capacity that we have left is. So I'm going to wait till Wednesday. But it's depleting. So we've got to get hustling. Hey, while everybody's coming in, it looks like we didn't do too bad with the new link. Maybe not. We're suffering with the new link a little bit. We'll figure it out. People will get in here.
I'll keep an eye on the Facebook page just in case people are struggling. I did put the link out there. So
yeah, that's the way it is. God, stupid Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they do that?
Frank, you broke Zoom.
Huh? I broke Zoom. We always break it.
You do.
Sucks. Wow. We just need to have Chris invent a new Zoom just for us. That's what we need to do. Or finish building the robot. One or the other, Chris.
One
or the other.
Say that. It's funny you say that. It's funny that you say that.
I don't even want to know, but I do. You've intrigued me.
That 90 minutes from this very moment, Chris and I are meeting, and so we created a Chat GPT bot that does marketing, and we've uploaded like our best stuff in it. And
really,
yeah, it's really cool. And so like you can now insert this Chat GPT into yours, Frank, and all the stuff I've done for the last 25 years and all the stuff
is there
done and all like we've loaded it up into this one chat, and I can share it with you. And now you can go in there and say, hey, do this and do that. And it uses all the information that we collectively put together, and Steve's stuff, all the stuff we've collectively put together into this bot that you now open up your Chat GPT. And there it is. And so you go inside of that one and you tell it what to do. And it's got all this vast knowledge of realtor relationship and past database and team building and all that, all pre-built inside of it. So, and we're going to, maybe I shouldn't have said that. We're debuting, it's going to have its debut here in 2 weeks at the branding event for the Alliance members. And so, so it's really, really cool. Hey, can I show you something just real quick?
Of course.
I'm going to share my screen here for a second. This is
Carl, I got my road ID, by the way.
Oh, nice. Dude, that was cool.
Yeah.
All the cool kids have them.
Yeah.
So I went out bike riding this morning, and it was really, really foggy. And I just got to show you, dude, this is so pretty. Watch this. Hang on. So share. I'm gonna knock off your sound here.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh wait, that's my little bait shack here on the property. Hang on.
Oh,
isn't that
wow. Ooh.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is. It's eerie and beautiful.
Oh, it was so pretty out this morning. It was so pretty. So
you guys get the fog out there, huh? I'm surprised.
Well, it's here, I'll stop sharing so you can take it back. It's we're the ocean's right here, so we get the fog off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
but you're so warm all the time. I thought it needed for fog. I thought you needed that contrast of warm, cold.
We get it like here, like this time of year. It's what we call cool. It's I think it was 62 out this morning, which apparently is cool enough. So yeah, we get, and we don't get the San Francisco fog, but we definitely get fog. So
yeah, interesting. Cool. Well, that was a cool pick, and you rode your bike in the fog.
Yeah, well, we all have our issues.
He's got his road ID on. He's good.
Anyways, hey, we're going to get started here pretty quick, guys. But I just want to check in and see how'd the weekend go. Who got some wins? Who got some contracts? Come on, man. Let's get some hands raised. Let's hear some good stuff. This is Breakfast Club, man. It's always about, yeah, baby. That's what it's about all the time.
I
So come
wrote an
on.
approval letter. I did a contract and an approval letter over the weekend.
Congratulations, Maureen. Congratulations. Excellent work. Great job. Approval letter out over the weekend. We can hear this coming into the bank account already. Great stuff. Brad, what happened? Come on.
Hey, a person I closed last week referred me to his daughter, and they were planning on buying in April. And so last night at 9 o'clock, I got a contract. So
What?
they went out. They're just so anxious. They went to an open house and found a house they like and called
They
their
loved it.
realtor. Called their realtor, and so I got a nice $430,000 loan. So.
Well, congratulations, my friend. That goes to show you, man. People buy. What is it, Carl? Like they buy it from the emotional standpoint, right? It's like, now logically, we'll wait till April, right? Oh my God, I gotta have this house, right? So
that's because Brad did the Ninja future casting.
Oh,
right.
doggone future casting.
And I'm telling you, that really moves the needle. Good
That
for you,
really
Brad.
does. Excellent, man. Great stuff. Congratulations, Nicholas. What happened, dude?
2 contracts and a $800,000 pre-approval.
Okay,
Man.
well, hold on. How many contracts?
2.
Great
2
job.
contracts and an $800,000 pre-approval.
Yeah.
I'd say that was a pretty good weekend.
He's got his breakfast
Only
club.
works all the time.
Kristen, we couldn't hear you. What?
I said he's got his Breakfast Club t-shirt on. That's why.
That's
No
what-
wonder. Yeah, it really is an unfair advantage to
Yeah,
wear the
it
breakfast club.
only works all the time.
It works all the time.
Hey, Nick, what was the activity that brought those two? Like, what brought those leads in for you to close on them?
They were both Focus 40s.
I'm sorry, say it again. Focus.
Both Focus 40s.
Explain what that is. Somebody might be new here.
Well, I mean, I've been, they're qualified agents that I've found, through Redder, and I've been just calling on them for quite a while, and out of the blue, the stuff just starts happening.
No,
And-
it's not the Blue Brother. It's by design.
Mm-hmm.
It's by design. Good for you, man. So just good old phone, just phone work.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Good for
Phone
you.
working, baby.
Nothing
Good.
fancy.
Good for you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Chauncey, come on. Give us some.
Morning. Yeah.
Morning.
Circle of Influence, financial advisor for my mom for years, working her wealth portfolio. He's been referring me to people recently. He sent me over 3 people over the last 6 days. One of them are under contract, so I'm gonna be able to take that deal over. Then I have somebody else trying to do a cash out refinance. So Circle of Influence, financial advisor, and we stayed in contact, and I've been in contact with him for about 1.5 years. And now he's just started sending me over some things recently because I'm taking care of customers and doing the right thing, which is awesome.
How'd you get him to start referring to you? Like, how'd you meet him?
So the biggest thing was that I trade stocks on the side and options, things of that sort. So we just started chatting about that, and he was like, "Chauncey, aren't you in the mortgage business?" I was like, "Yeah." So we just stayed in contact, regular talk over the past year and a half. And he said, "Hey, I'm gonna start sending you some people because I could tell you have a passion for what you do." And he just started referring people over to me. Some work, some don't. It's not, but that 25% ratio that we always talk about, that comes over. So it's just working out. And I'm just trying to help them out the best way possible. Just taking care of them.
Nice. He got to know, like, and trust you, man. That's what happened. Good stuff. Well, hey, man, big cheer to you too. Congratulations. Wow. Well, man, here we go, Carl. Carl, you wanted to talk about something. Our members were, you had something on your mind. You wanted to you wanted to get this done on the show today. So
this was a little bit quirkish, but I think we can pull this off. So we were supposed to do something with our members this coming Friday, and come to find out, I'm going to be traveling. All good. I'm heading to High Point to go hang out with my daughter and my son-in-law here for about I think we're up there for like a week and a half, something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to be driving all day Friday, and so we were looking at the schedule, and we thought, well, heck, let's just do it here. And so what we're going to do is Lucas works with us, and Lucas talks with loan officers all across the nation, including our members. And Lucas, I thought what we'd do is like go over the 3 main things, like the 3 problems that what's that old question? What problem when solves 50 other problems? And so I thought what we'd do is like, here's the problem, and then like here's where the solution is, kind of thing. Does that make sense, Luke? Am I
Yeah,
laying it out?
absolutely.
All right, so Luke, and you're probably going to need to do a screen share, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So, so so Lucas, what like I'm sure you see these recurring themes. Like one thing I've learned is we all think we have a unique situation, and I'm going to tell you, I think it's about the same, probably 8 reoccurring problems 1,000 times is kind of what it is. And probably the top 3 is probably, what do you think, Luke? Is about 70% of it?
Yep. Yep.
Is that a fair debate? All
About
right. So,
70%. Yeah.
so what is the one main problem that you see loan officers needing to solve? Like when they call up and say, "Hey, I need help with blank," what's number one?
Yeah. So there's accountability, scripting, just being able to get used to a plan that can help them, prospect throughout the week. So I would say, just a plan, having a plan in place, accountability, call reluctance. And then there's also, what do I send to agents, right? What kind of material can I present to these agents? So I would say those top 3 right there.
So like, would you say like realtor relationships is like number one?
Yeah, absolutely. Built
Yeah.
relationships.
So when our members call up and say, "Hey man, I need some help with realtor relationships because I want to get more referrals because I know that 78% of all top producers get their business from real estate agents." I think it's, what is it, 21.8%, I think, from past database, and 0.2, I think it is, from consumer direct. So when a member calls up and says, "Hey, I need some help with realtor relationships," what do you show them? Where's
Yeah.
the for that?
So let me just screen share real quick. I'll show you something pretty cool that I show folks here on this call.
And where are you physically at, Lucas?
So I reside in South Florida, but I go back and forth to South America because of family.
Where
But
are you physically at right now?
Colombia, South America.
Columbia, South America. My man, good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yep.
What time zone is that?
Same time zone, East Coast. So it's
Oh, okay.
8:42. Yep.
All right.
Doesn't change. Just a 3-hour flight. So
Mm.
it's all good. Now, hey, thanks, Carl. Yeah. So good morning, everybody. This is, can we all see this screen here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is, MMA Jumpstart level. A few of the folks that jump on these calls with me, it's, they're looking for realtor relationships, right?
Yep.
We all want realtor relationships, right? Qualified realtor relationships. So what we go through in the beginning is just something very cool that we have here. It's something we have every Tuesday, and it's hosted by the very own Frank Ray, right? Agent Animals, every Tuesday from 12 to 1. So these are weekly classes just for your referral partners, right? In this case, real estate agents. You can send out weekly invitations to any realtor that you like. You can send them out past, classes, replays. You can even go back to our library here of replays and maybe gather up some information, send out some content, maybe host your own lunch and learn as well. And this is, content that you can send out to your realtors just to, create some sort of conversation, enhance your conversation as well. Right. Now, if you're looking for tools, you do have tools here in our toolkit section, which right here on the right, top right, there's realtor tools. So you can also send out, classes with videos, PowerPoints, supporting documents. That's where you can share with your agents to help them grow their business as well. So a ton of material there that you can choose from. We even added in some scripts there for realtors as well for engagement.
Oh, for the realtors for them to use.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So stick on this one just for 1 second. So
Sure.
PowerPoint. So like you've got pre-made PowerPoints if we want to do realtor presentations, basically, or
Yeah.
I see.
PowerPoints. Yep. Documents.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally awesome.
And on most of those, Frank, like there's an example of me actually doing it. Like on most of them, there's an example here. I'm doing it. Copy this, and then we have me doing it as I'm working for you. In other words, "Hey, this is Carl. I'm in the marketing department, and your loan officer wanted me to show you this, and I'm actually doing the presentation." So ideally, you'd watch it and then do it yourself. But then, hey, if you want to like a quick, fast action, like screw that, just do it for me, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it for you, and you're allowed to take that and and just click play and or send it to your real estate agents. And the call to action is, hey,
That
so
is
give
so
me a call here in
convenient.
the office, and
Yeah.
I don't get my name or the mortgage marketing animals or anything like that. I'm the part of your marketing department, which is kind of what I am, I guess, really.
Hey, and I love that down there, like the acts of freedom, the 15 parts to a business. Like this is all stuff that is already done for you. You just literally click it. It's content that you could teach. Just put your information in the back. So
Right.
I know a lot of people,
one-page
Steve, do
business plan right there. We've been talking about that. A lot of our loan officers have been doing the one-page business plan to brokerages. Well, here's the deal. Typically, you got to go create it all. It's already created for you.
Yeah. I know a lot of loan officers in the network are doing that. They're
that's right.
doing the presentations, and they're having such
Mhm.
good success with it. It's really
Oh,
cool. Yeah.
So Lucas, if I'm watching this today and I go, hey, I want to go do one thing to start getting referrals from real estate agents, what's the one thing? I know there's a lot of different things here.
Yeah.
Like, hey, give me one. What would be one thing? What would I start first?
Sure. So we have something called the Fast Action 90-day plan, and that would be in the Start Here section. So there's folks here that are maybe just getting started in the business. They're, trying to figure out how do I start getting realtor relationships. The Fast Action 90-day plan is a great plan for you to get started and start building a book of business with qualified agents. So the Fast Action 90-day plan will give you a step-by-step action on what to do for these next 90 days. So for example, what could you say on week 1? Or how many calls should you be doing each week? How many appointments should I be meeting with? How many, conversations should I be having? All of that is part of the Fast Action 90-day plan. And the best part about it is that, loan officers can meet up with their concierge member, concierge coach, and kind of review everything, weekly check-ins, or, kind of like Julia Lewis does, right? It's a great way for you to check in, especially your first 90 days. So that would be a fast way to start building up these relationships. Is
So
one
what you're
thing.
saying is,
Yeah.
where it says start here,
Yes.
that's probably a good place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Start here and
Okay.
then right over Fast Action 90-day plan.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
And if I remember right, Steve, that most of that is yours. Like you came up with this Fast Action 90-day plan. Because loan officers are saying, well, how many calls do I need to make build my business? Like how many people do I need to be talking to? And Steve asked the most brilliant question I've ever heard. He said, well, it depends. How many deals do you want?
Right.
And if you only want a couple deals, we need to call this many. And if you want, 10 units a month, you need to call this many. And he actually did a spreadsheet where you can plug in, I want to close this many deals. And it says right there, all right, here's how many of this you need to do,
Every
based
single
on our
week.
numbers to
Yeah.
expect.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Super cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
takes
so
it takes the guesswork out. Before people were like, well, I think I'm doing enough. I hope I'm doing enough. Well, how do you get rid of the emotion? With documents and data. And so this mathematically will tell you what we see on the averages. How many outbound calls will get you, how many talk tos, how many appointments set, how many appointments kept. And if you keep a certain number of appointments every week over 90 days, you'll see an increase. We typically see that you'll see an increase in your business. So
very good. All right, so we got the step-by-step plan in here, Lucas. Here's something, and I guess this probably ties into some of this. Let me know if I'm going out of order here. But I would say, like, call reluctance
that's a big one.
is probably the number one. Like when somebody talks to me and I tell them to lay down on the couch and and I grab my glass of water, and we sit there and have a chat for a little while. Call reluctance comes up a lot. What do we do about that?
Yeah, no, that's definitely the most important thing here, right? We can give you all the tools, you can have all the nice, pretty things in the website, but if you're not doing the calls, we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So, in order for you to get through this call reluctance, if you're looking for scripts or accountability, time blocking, motivation, content to send out, maybe you just need somebody to, kind of push you to do the calls and keep you in order. I would say MMA Call Stars. That's the number one thing here, right? MMA Call Stars. Let me show you real quick.
Classes.
Yes. So you would hover over to classes. And the second one here on the right, MMA Call Stars. I know a lot of people have questions. What is MMA Call Stars? Well, this is the solution for the call reluctance.
Talk to us about it. What is it?
Sure.
Somebody
So
who doesn't know, they say, well, okay, call stars, great. How does it help
yeah.
me overcome call reluctance?
Yeah. So it's a Monday through Thursday activity that we host here, and it's for 2 hours in the morning, both on the East Coast and the West Coast. What this class does is that it invites members, loan officers in our program to jump in on a live Zoom call. And, the first maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you just wait for everybody to get in, welcome everybody, just kind of like we do on these calls. And for each day, we have a specific list we're calling, whether that's real estate agents or past client database, deals in progress. Whichever list you have for that day, you will get special instructions on, what to say, how to track it. So just picture everybody on that Zoom call making their calls live. Nobody's going to listen to you or anything. Everybody's on silent, cameras are on. So it's a great way for you to actually stick to your calls, see the results, and, again, just do the calls pretty much.
Yeah.
What's that bingo card?
Hey, well, I was going to
Yeah.
say that's Kat Terry, who's a part of the network, had actually created the original one, and we liked it so much we brought it into Call Stars. But it's a way to gamify the prospecting. I don't know if you click on it, but it's so much fun because it's like, hey, I got hung up on. Look, so you're literally tracking your activity, and you heard like right there. I heard the busy. I'm too busy rebuttal. Referral received, offer follow-up, refer back,
And I
MMA
think
class
a big
attended.
part of this, Steve, is that when
Yeah.
we get this, it's just understand that's part of being a salesperson.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like every time you walk into a store,
Yeah.
you don't buy something every single time. Like if you're in the mall and you walk through a little store, you don't buy something every single time, and neither does our clients. And so it's okay when somebody says, email your information, loan officer Steve.
Right.
And then you go, hey, somebody said that to me. What's the rebuttal? And now you have the rebuttal to that one, and you can turn that no into a yes. But just understanding that objections are all part of it. They're nothing to be afraid of. It's just you have, like, I look at it, Steve, and we've talked about this before. Like, I always feel like when I'm on the phone, I'm walking around with a bunch of keys. Like I got a ring of keys.
This is good. Yeah.
And when somebody says, hey, I already have a loan officer, I go, oh, okay, hang on. I grab that key and I put it in the lock and I turn it. And I just simply, like, here's the rebuttal for that. And the scripting is it's nothing but keys to a lock.
That's right.
And then once you know, and there's only about, I don't
5
know,
or 6. I mean, it's not
maybe
that
8
many.
at the most.
At the
there's about
most.
8 standard rebuttals.
Yeah.
And the idea of the card is to gamify it and just let you know, hey, that's part of the process and it's okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really big deal. So
I see we have
stars and somebody bingo where they got a thing across there.
Hey, so then I'm like trying to get the one that says where they tell you up yours.
I was just going to point that out. You got the infamous up yours.
You never had somebody say that, just as an FYI. So,
not in those words, but
that's why we put that in a non-critical block here on the game.
Yeah, down here at the bottom.
The likelihood of actually getting that is not
very high. Yeah.
Yes.
This is cool, man. Right on. Yeah, Call Stars, huge stuff. Well, man, Lucas, thanks for giving us a little walkthrough there.
And how about one last thing, just real quick? How do we have found one of the best ways to increase our business like overnight is to simply ask for the business. And so if my issue is like, hey, I'm not asking for the business, or what we call here, I'm not giving my call to action. Is that basically what Call Stars, is that part of the solution for that? Or Steve's script? Hey, show me where I get this question a lot. Where's all the scripting at?
Yeah, the scripting, well, actually I have it open over here. It's the Daily Success Plan script book. There's over 48 pages here of scripts and directions for each day of the week, especially for real estate agents, right? I mean, setting up the appointment for agents that you don't know, agents that you do know, maybe agents that you have, some friendships in common, or, just any type of realtor relationship, rebuttals and objections.
I love
And like you
those.
said, there's a solid 7, 8 scripts that we use. And after a while, you guys probably won't even need these scripts because you're so used to doing, seeing the same rebuttals coming up. But yeah, this is where you can find it, the script book. Or
is there scripting in there also for like, hey, your rate's too high, or is this just for Realtor? engagement, this part.
If you're looking for more specific scripting, I know, Steve and Carl, they have some previous classes here that they've hosted before on Thursday. So, they cover scripts and rate objection handling right here in the scripting section.
Got it.
We do have additional scripts that cover, top 5 buyer objection or agent objections. Yep. So
top 5 buyer objections. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Wouldn't it be good to have those?
It's a good one, Steve. Thanks for doing that. Yeah.
If you know there's 8, you can get 5, put them in your pocket. It's hey, but I'll tell you, Carl's right. There's not that many. I mean, it's like 5, 6 you hear over and over and over again. Wouldn't it be good? You know what? I'll never forget. I remember where I was sitting, Carl, whenever I finally got fed up with hearing that, hey, your rate sounds high. And you know what I told myself? That will not happen again. And so I started writing down, hey, your rate sounds high. Hey, I'm going to have to shop around. And so I started writing them down, and I'm like, I will get to the bottom of them because I'm tired of losing these deals. And so that's where they came from.
All right.
Yeah.
Very
Good to have.
All right, and there's any number of things. Again, like we're having a live event coming up, and of course, members don't pay. People in the alliance don't pay for that, and so you can see the events and beyond the basics and digital marketing, social media happy hour where Chelsea comes in and teaches social media. I mean, there's just a plethora, but I mainly just wanted to cover just the top 3 for our members. Where can they point that at? And I think you did a great job on that, Lucas. Did we forget anything? Anything that stands out that we might have missed?
Yeah, just being able to jump on this call. Have we sent out the demo links so they can jump on a call with me?
So, like, if they want to get a further link inside it, like for if non-members want to take,
you mean non-members?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where do they go? What's a URL? Do we just?
I just
do we
put
just
it
go
in
to,
there.
Yeah, Jen, just put it in.
All right, perfect. And then we can also what's that other link, Frank? The speaker.
Want more loans?
Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook and you can't see the chat buttons, to click on the link. If you just go to wantmoreloans.com, we're happy to walk you. It's not a sales call. Like Lucas just spends like a half an hour saying, hey, what are you looking for, and what's your main issue that you're dealing with, and what solution are you looking for, and then he shows you what here they are, and pretty cool stuff. So thanks, Lucas. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Brad, you got a comment, Brad?
Yeah, this is kind of for Chris. On the subject we were just talking about with call reluctance. I mean, there are a lot of new people here. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with my Thor's hammer script, but Chris, could you put together something with AI, with Chat GPT, that could be a link that people could practice their script, and the AI would come back with objections and they would get to practice?
What a cool idea.
They could get to practice how to
it like gives you every objection. Yeah.
Maybe even the one that we've never actually seen, the up your script. That'd be so cool.
But I mean, it could be a link though that could be in the MMA page that says, practice your scripts.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Wow, that's a cool idea. You know what? Somebody needs to buy Brad a jelly donut, man. That's a great suggestion. That's a good one. Let's send him a jelly donut. Congratulations. That's a super good idea.
Rebuttal simulator.
Yeah.
But is it possible, Chris? Is it possible?
Oh, of course.
Then there's your next task.
Yeah. It's on
the list of 500. Yeah. Wow. Well, we kind of took that to the top of the hour. I know we didn't, we wanted to get that out there, but we still have some time to talk about what we're doing today. And so today is Monday, and with that in mind, Brad, maybe you could tell us what's our deal today. What are we doing today while we got you front and center?
Well, today is the day that we call our Focus 40, our post coffee calls. We stay and we follow up with them to make sure that they've, we can do any business with them. And then once we've done that, we make our Thor's hammer calls. And that's trying to develop new relationships with new realtors.
Awesome. So today is our realtor calls, guys. So we start with our Focus 40. Just to be clear, our Focus 40.
The best thing is when you've got the CRM, the phone dialer makes it real easy.
Yeah.
The qualified agent list, you just click them. I can get right into the workflow, adds them to the power dialer. It's awesome.
I've got 44 people, 44 qualified agents that I follow up with every week. And I hope to add to it. And I get through all of them with the phone dialer in one day.
My man.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a real quick question here. I see a good friend of mine on here. Hey, Sharon Wolford, real quick. I know I catch you. I waited till you put a piece of grape in your mouth. That's when I called on you. Hey, you had a how do you like how many loans did you are either last month or this month? Like what are you looking at right now?
12, 13.
How do you bring most of those? I saw a report and it showed what you're doing. So killer results, by the way. How do you bring most of those in?
Through realtor relationships. I actually did a lot of work last night on that. So it's really, of the closings, I would say that most of them are realtor relationships and realtor referrals. And then I would say at least 35 to 40% of them are past clients or past client referrals.
So you're closing in the teens, and about 60-70% are realtor referrals, 35, 40, 30, 25%
Right.
is past database. How are you getting these how are you getting so many agents to refer to you? Like how do you are you doing lunch and learns? Or are you
No. Well, we find ways to stay in front of them. So we have events, we go to their events, we we're part of different boards of realtors, we're different committees, so we're just always trying to be in front of them, and not one-on-one, but to a whole group at a time. So we try to make those calls very effective so that we have more realtors at that time, and then ask that whole group for business. We tell them what we're doing, and we show them how we're getting business, so we can show them how to get business too.
Interesting.
And she's in Ball Ground, Georgia, with one stoplight in her main city.
Well, that explains how she can close so many. There's
I know. There's no excuses of I'm in a small city.
A really big cup, actually. But we also
that's how you
ask
got
for
to do
business.
it. Yeah.
So we find that asking for the business makes a big difference, and then following up on those leads. So it is, it basically is the DSP. You just have to keep following up.
So you originally you talked to a group of 10, 15, 20, 30 or whatever, 8 or whatever.
Right.
As that initial contact, and then the follow-up, the weekly follow-up, is that a one-on-one call, or is that also
that would be a one-on-one call, and then if they have teams, try to get in front of the teams.
So the original contact is to a group, and then the follow-up is one-on-one calls.
Yes. So like tomorrow we'll do a presentation for about 10 or 15 minutes to a group of about 25, and then on Wednesday we're going to be in a group of in front of about 100. So and then we'll mingle with those people and try to get one-on-one conversations to make one-on-one meetings.
Got it. Very interesting.
But phone call meetings.
Yeah, phone call, not in person, phone call meetings. How big is your cup? Like the average? And I get it. There's always some outliers, but like in this small town, for you to be closing in the teens,
probably an hour and a half in radius from where I am.
So about an hour and a half circle, but you don't actually drive there. It's all by Zoom and phone. So
we go north because we have a lot of business up there. So we do a lot of their meetings and events, and we're very active up there.
What's up north? Is that Atlanta or what?
No, it's we're about 45 minutes north of Atlanta, so it's about an hour north of us. But we just do there's a whole corridor, and we go up about 5 counties. So we go
like around Dawsonville, up in that area.
No, the other way. That's up 400. We go up 515.
Okay, got it.
Sharon, how many states are you licensed in?
6, I think.
Well, that doesn't hurt either.
No, because we're close to North Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina. Yeah. So all of that is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away.
That makes sense.
Beautiful area of the country, by the way. You ever been up there, Frank? You ever been? Dude, you've never been to Dragon's Tail, have you?
No.
Dude.
We got to do that together.
This spring. All kidding aside, this spring, we need to make that happen, buddy. It's so
well. The good news is I've got my road ID. So when I crash and all they find is my arm, they know who I was.
Hey, that's
yeah.
She lives in a beautiful part of the country. It's really good.
That would be epic. We should do that. Hey, I know we're getting out of here, but is Amy DeBusk here? Amy, you with us, or did you leave? Are you on the call? Or is she here? Jen, did she come in? Huh?
Amy, she's here.
Amy. Bria.
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you say, is it DeBusk or DeBusk? What is it, Amy?
If you're Canadian, it's DeBusk.
Got it.
If you're American, it's DeBusk.
Excellent. Thank you for the clarification. Hey, Amy, how's February looking for you?
Well, I did my count last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 10 so far.
Nice. Well, guess what, guys? Amy's going to be our member spotlight tomorrow to go over what the heck is she doing and figure all this stuff out. So we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Amy.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Awesome stuff. All right. Well, Carl, you good to go? Everybody good to go?
I think we're good, man.
Think we're good? All right. Well, then let's get out of here with the little Thor's Hammer. It is Thor's Hammer Day. Let's do that. All right, you guys. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you later. Get your Thor's Hammer on today. Call your agents. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll have Amy DeBusk or DeBusk, if you're from Canada, on the show as a member spotlight. It's going to be super fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios. Bye-bye.